What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Talk, and today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. So, let's talk. So, Spider-Man No Way Home was originally released December 17th, 2021, directed by John Watts, written by Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers, and it was produced by Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal. So, right off the bat, I'm going to keep my review short because I'm sure everyone's seen this movie and we're all here for the 4K review. This movie was an emotional roller coaster for me. I teared up in scenes because there is a lot of low lows, but there's a lot of high highs in this movie. And it was just so amazing what they did with this. This movie is such a big deal. You know, I mean, to see all three Spider-Mans on screen at once, that it's unbelievable. Like, we cannot believe where this Marvel MCU has taken us, and it's what a ride it is. The weight that Peter's carrying on his back, you know, the consequences of his actions and the choices he has to make to save the people he loves, even though it's not gonna kill him, but emotionally, it just, every scene you see in Peter's eyes, he just looks like he's in so much pain because of the choices he has to make to save the ones he loves. And I mean, Tom Holland knocks it out of the park. I mean, I love Andrew Garfield, the Amazing Spider-Man's he's my favorite Spider-Man, but Tom Holland is a close. I mean, it's so hard because Tom Holland knocks it out of the park every time. I'm not a huge Tobey guy. This is my favorite Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. You know, as a kid, I liked the Tobey ones, but I don't know. I appreciate them, but they're not my favorite. I prefer Andrew Garfield over those two, but yeah, Andrew versus Tom Holland is the hard one for me. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We got all three of them here, and it couldn't have been better. And just the relationship he has with his friends, with Ned, with MJ, it's just, this is a perfect movie. I don't love the ending. I can't wait to see what happens. I mean, I understand the ending. I get it. But selfishly, I dislike it because I want him to be with MJ. I want him and Ned to be best friends. I want them to continue playing with Lego. You know, I like all those things. Aunt May, it sucks. I guess she bled. Like, I didn't really because she got up and she was walking around and then she fainted and then died. So I'm assuming that was blood loss. I guess she didn't need to get up. But anyway, I just can't wait to see where they go next. I'm so excited to see Multiverse of Madness next month. I know they probably won't talk too much about this movie, but you know, they're gonna put some stuff into play and they're gonna start putting the pieces there, so it's gonna build a bigger picture eventually, and I just can't wait to come back to this story. Now, to see all the villains all in one spot, also from the Tobey Maguire movies, you got William Dafoe and the Green Goblin, you got Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, you got the Sandman, you have from the Amazing Spider-Man, now we have Dr. Connors, we have Electro, Jamie Foxx as Electro, and it's just, oh my god, all these toys in one spot is just unbelievable. It was so cool to see on the big screen, and I don't think I think this is going to be the biggest Marvel movie there ever was. You know, what else? Where else you go from here? I mean, I'm not a huge comic book guy, but I can't imagine topping this. You know, Endgame is the only thing close to this. I mean, Endgame was a really big deal as well. But for me, I think this hit a little bit harder just because, again, I wasn't a comic book guy, but I always liked Spider-Man. So this was a big one for me. One thing I did notice, the first scene when Ned opens the portal and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man walks through and then he pauses. Now, I clapped and audibly cheered, and my girlfriend was like, "What are you doing?" And she was upstairs. She's like, why are you cheering and clapping? Because Andrew Garfield's on screen. But what I noticed is that these movies are geared and built for in-theater events. This is made for a huge audience in theaters to see. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I absolutely love it. And I was texting John as I was watching this, and I was like, it's actually a real shame that the best time you'll ever see this is the first time in the theater. So that's what a lot of movies, but especially for these Marvel movies, these big events, like Star Wars has it too, but I think Marvel is top dog when it comes to big theater event movies where someone comes on screen or something happened, like Captain America grabs Thor's hammer, or we see these other Spider-Mans from the multiverse come through and the theater just erupts and people are clapping and cheering. It's just something you don't get at home, unfortunately. So, I mean, that bothers me a little bit, and thinking about it now is I probably won't see this in a theater again. And if they do re-release it years and years down the road, you're not going to get that pop, that initial pop when everyone saw it for the first time. So, I mean, I don't really have a fix for that. I'm just going to continue to go see all the Marvel movies, and as much as I can do in a theater. But that's one thing I noticed with this after the rewatch at home, because he pauses, and then the same thing, Toby comes through and he pauses and the camera pans on them, and it gives the audience that time to erupt and clap and calm down so you don't miss any dialogue. So I thought that was interesting. It's pretty cool. I like it because everyone loves to go to the theaters and see this, so that's what it's geared for. So in closing, those are my thoughts after rewatching the movie for the first time at home. So this is my second viewing. This one hits hard. This movie is a big deal. No matter how you look at it, it's got something for everybody. It's a lot of fan service, and that's not a bad thing. But the story is incredible, and I cannot wait to see what happens next with Peter Parker. I hope we get a Miles Morales multiverse movie. I hope to see these Peter Parkers come together again. I hope Andrew Garfield gets his third movie, which he was gypped out of in my opinion, because the Amazing Spider-Man movies were great. I don't care what anybody says. I love those movies. But in closing, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's excellent, and it made me feel things that I didn't know I could feel anymore. Like I don't tear up often during a movie, and I teared up multiple times on this movie, and it's just it's so good. I can't wait to rewatch it. We're gonna be doing a Marvel rewatch. We're gonna start from the beginning at Iron Man 1 and rewatch all of them, and we're gonna review them all, and I cannot wait to get back to this one. So that's that for what I thought about the movie. So let's talk about the 4K release. This is the Best Buy Steelbook 4K release, and this is a beautiful Steelbook. If you guys want, I took a better picture of it on our Instagram. Check us out, and you can see a better picture. But this is a gorgeous Steelbook. They did the stacking in there, like, so the discs aren't on top of each other, but it's got everything on it. It's just the multiverse. It's got Electro, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Spider-Man's in the center, and then you go on the back and you got Doctor Strange. This is a very nice Steelbook. However, so for some reason they thought that the digital release and the Blu-ray disc releases didn't need IMAX. Now, I think this is because Disney wants it strictly on Disney Plus, so you can only stream the IMAX scenes, because I feel like that's what's going to happen, because this isn't on Disney Plus yet. So I think you can only buy or rent it digitally or get the Blu-ray, which came out today, April 11th. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, if the other Spider-Mans are on Disney Plus, but all the Marvel movies that had IMAX scenes are in IMAX on Disney Plus. So I think that's a marketing ploy, and they just want everyone to sign up to Disney Plus, the big bad mouse. So unfortunately, we didn't get IMAX on the disc. We did get Dolby Atmos, and like the others before it, this sounds incredible. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 on audio. This is a great Atmos track. It sounded incredible. And it's a Marvel movie plus a Sony Columbia Pictures disc, so it's a 10 out of 10 on visual. The 4K is unbelievable. This was a very good 4K, very good looking movie. But if you need the IMAX, maybe hold out till it comes out on Disney Plus. If it does, who knows? Cannot confirm. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, to my knowledge. But I like having the disc in my hand, putting it on my shelf, and this is a good looking Steelbook. But that's basically it for the 4K review. 10 out of 10 on visuals, 10 out of 10 on the Dolby Atmos. This is the perfect package. It's a great, it's an amazing movie. It's an amazing 4K. It's an amazing Steelbook. I couldn't ask for anything more, except for a little. I wanted another half hour on the movie because I wanted to see more. But we gotta wait. So let's see when they haven't even announced the new Spider-Man yet. So. Oof, we got a while, guys, but alright, so that's my thoughts on Spider-Man No Way Home, and that is my thoughts on the 4K release, Best Buy Steelbook exclusive. Let's talk down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about Spider-Man. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Also, we do have a digital code for this. We will be giving that away soon. Don't know when. Doesn't expire for a while, so maybe we'll hang on to it for something, but maybe we'll give it away soon, who knows. Let's talk down in the comments. What's your favorite Spider-Man? Who's your favorite Spider-Man villain? And are you going to be picking this up? You're going to be holding out? Let's talk down in the comments, and if you guys don't mind, give us a subscription. We definitely appreciate it, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.